What's going on? What's going on, my beautiful people? You already know. It's already Anunnaki lit. One more time. You already know. Like, share, subscribe, smash that button. Don't let it scroll through. Comment down below if you liked it. You know, let's support the channel. I support other channels. You all support me, and boom, boom, boom. That's how blessings work. The topic for today is the RaCooN. What's a RaCooN? In a spiritual way. Now let me mind you too that today, because I don't know everything. You know, there's a lot of things that I don't Google, I don't research, but there's others that I do because I want to find out more information. I want to dig down as far above as down below. You already know. But first, I'm gonna walk you through right. I want to show you my personal space. Even though it's my daughter's room, it's still my personal space. So check this out. Let's flow with it. Boom, boom. We're gonna be lighting up that candle in a little bit. Because we like to keep it clean. We like to keep it at 100. The energy cannot flow. The energy cannot flow if there's messes, if everything is cluttered. Even though it's energy and frequency and we can't see it, it can't flow. It can't flow from one side to the other, right? Sambi nos cuida arriba, abajo, a los dos lados de los 4 puntos cardinales. Y siempre sople aires de conocimiento. Let's start off by lighting up a candle. Candle transmutes energy. Candle catches the bad energies and turns them into smoke. And remember, never blow out. Enlightenment. Never blow out a candle. Never blow out a match. You're blowing out your luck with it. Right? And let these energies sink in for the most part. Boom. Nice. Salam alaikum. So yeah. On the meantime, while energies flow, frequencies raise, and vibes transmit. Boom, because I'm not here to brand anything, right? I don't get paid for branding. Oops. Oh well, it is what it is. I can't hide that one. We already have the hot water sitting in the cup. Put some honey, a little bit of brown sugar. Let's spice it up. Let's sweeten it up at the same time. Oh, we let that sink in, right? Blessings, they come from the sky. Rains are blessings, right? Blessed, always blessed. So you already know, grab your water, grab your tea. grab your smoke, grab your cup of wine, the Riesling wine. You see, I'm not much of an alcohol person. And I'm gonna leave this for another topic, but just to like add my 2 cents. Why do you think they call the liquor store spirits and wines? Wines and spirits. Because they also have a spiritual meaning. Back in the day, if you look, you do your research, you're gonna find out the origin of why it's called spirits. Every day is about learning. We learn on a daily basis. Like there's no oh, I stopped learning. The minute you stop learning is the minute you become stagnant. It's the minute you're not looking for personal growth. It's the minute you're not looking for that enlightenment, evolution, developing. Today I learned something new. And the blessings, they flow. They flow in such a way. And as I always say, since love comes from the heart, it stems from the heart. And this one's for somebody in specific. 1,000 wishes granted. Speaking from the heart, truth shall come out. Truth comes from my Father, remember. Love and lie don't mix. And I'm closed off to any negative energies that might interfere between the 5-dimensional plane, the 3-dimensional plane. Everything in between shut down. Let the light of our Father bestow upon us today. Let there be a special message and meaning, because even though I research, for example, the spiritual meaning of a RaCooN, what does it do here on earth? There's a message behind everything. It's not just talking about the RaCooN, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just talk about the RaCooN. I'm gonna talk the RaCooN also in a spiritual way. Que la bendición de Zambi nos acompañe siempre. Los 4 puntos cardinales. Y que sople aires de conocimiento. Let the air freshen up. Let the environment freshen up. Good sense always. Because in order to speak goody, we got to feed goody. We got to attract goodies. In order for us, remember, like I always say, in order for us to be beautiful on the outside, it has to stem from the inside. If you're beautiful on the inside, you're beautiful on the outside. You hear that music playing in the background. I don't own any copyrights to it, but it's shamanic music from the native Indians from here, from the US. The original ones. Not the fake, not the phony, not the copycat. Shout out to all the people always watching. Shout out to all the people all across the world. May my Father and Son be bless each and one of everybody in the world who's watching this, who's not, who's about to watch, who already watched it, who's watching it at the moment. That's why today I'm dressed in gray, white, black, and brown. Everything has a meaning behind it. The tail. There's a reason why raccoons wears masks. See, in the spiritual, there's meanings behind wearing a mask. A mask has been used all throughout life, whether it's spiritual, whether it's a facade, whether it's for theater. Shout out to my son, shout out to my daughter. It's a representation of yin yang, black, white, happiness, sadness, 3-dimension, 5-dimension, lower vibrationals, higher vibrationals. It's a combination of good and evil, left and right, hiding who you truly are. You see, sometimes in life, when you how can I say it? Everything I know or everything I've learned throughout life, I put it in practice. But there are some things kept behind that they're meant to be kept as a mystery, as an enigma, as a secret, to say so. Before I start going into the spiritual meanings of raccoons, I want to tell you why. Today we're going to talk about raccoons. You see, I've been asking Ensambi, for confirmation, affirmation on something very specific, on a journey that I'm on. Not just a spiritual journey, not just a personal journey, but also a twin flame journey. In order to achieve personal growth, we have to understand where everything stems from. In order to understand the body itself, we have to know about the DNA, that personal trait, that fingerprint on our body. A raccoon is not just a raccoon. A raccoon is the guardian of the galaxies. That's why there's the movie. It's not just because, somebody wanted to make it creative. It's because that's the meaning to it. So on a spiritual level, I got a confirmation. You see, today I walked to the store to go grab me some blacks, right? And as I'm walking to the store, which I always, every day, I walk to the store 3-4 times. I do that. I know I could go at once and get everything I need at once. I mean, all the blackies that I need at once. But mostly I do it this way because I also like to get direct sun. I like to get info straight from source. Ask and meditate. I meditate under the sun. I meditate in nature. I love it. It brings so much enlightenment. It opens up doors in that third eye, 5D, 5-dimensional plane, right? Huge shout out to that one girl, 15:10 on the clock. Shout out to that one girl that has me, or that one woman, should I say, not girl, woman. You see, we're grown-ups over here. We battle and we conquer, right? But today, as I was walking to the store, this might sound a little, I'm not gonna go into the graphic details, but as I was walking to the store, I seen a roadkill on a raccoon. But I know it was fresh though. It looked fresh, like had happened maybe not even 15-20 minutes ago. Oh my God, confirmation. Let me clear my throat chakra. There's a message that we're clearing out all negative energies. They all leave to your spiritual realm. If you're not a spirit of light, you don't belong here. We only stand around, and may my Father and Zombie descend all the angels to protect and surround the message that I'm trying to give out. Protect us and protect humanity. Stand strong in faith. So as I seen it, I was like, it touched me. Why? Because I lost a cat. Gato, papi. Estaba para ti también, bebecito. Your daddy, baby, where are you? I miss you, papi. But now, he's a cat with wings. He's my angel. You see, whatever. I'm not gonna jump off the story. Gato, rest in peace. Thank you for being another little angel that guides me through life. Man, love, kid. Thanks for being there on the worst of my times. Anyways, going back to the story, I seen it and it hurt me so much, you know. I'm like, damn. At this time, mind you not, I'm like connecting with source. Picking up with my bare hands, not that it was impossible, but come on, let's use our imagination. Let's, you know what I'm saying though. So I get to the store, but as I'm going to the store, I'm kind of like, damn, Father, you know, like, why does it happen? You know what? Like, sometimes the good die in the worst and most violent, you know, like, ways. So as I'm coming back, which something I hadn't, not that I hadn't noticed, I mean, I seen it, but it didn't like come to mind because I was on another, you know, I wasn't really thinking about the 3D. I was on the 5D. I go, I catch my blessing at the store, I smoke, whatever, at my local gas station. On my way back, I noticed that there's like if somebody took off a white blouse, a female, a woman, it was a woman, woman's clothing. It was a shirt, long sleeve shirt. Not that I looked at it like that, but you know, when I grabbed it from the floor, I'm like, can I use this rag? I noticed what it was, right? Common sense. Just in case, because there's people out there that their mind is like on another level. Y'all be playing too much. So I looked at it, and from my house to the gas station is like maybe like a quarter of a mile, and I like to walk. keeps my energy flowing, my metabolism flowing, my thoughts, you know. And like I said, most of all, I connect with source, especially during the day. During night, I connect with the reflection of source, the moon. There's an eclipse coming tomorrow night. So anyways, as I'm walking and I'm looking at the distance between where the rag was at, the blouse, and the RaCooN, rest in peace, it was maybe like 25 steps. The RaCooN, it was closer to the curb, but you could see the streak. I put the shirt over him as soon as I got to him, or her, whatever it was. I don't know if it was a female or male RaCooN. I put it over the RaCooN, and I start folding him, like tucking the blouse underneath. Mind you, I don't really want to use my hands because of bacteria, whatever. It's an animal, it's from the wild. Their lifespan is about 2 to 3 years in the wilderness. That one looked like it didn't even made it to a year, maybe a few months, it was still a baby. Not a baby, but like half size, because if you see a life size, real, like an adult RaCooN is like the size of maybe, I don't know, a Yorkie, Chihuahua, Shih Tzu. Like a small dog, kind of like, maybe like a cat. A little bit bigger than a cat, smaller, I don't know, somewhere around that range. The fur was intact, but not everything else, like down the middle. His little claws, they were like extended out, like. So for me, it was like, help me out. Mind you, I'm like super spiritual. I'm spiritual to the core, from the core to the bone, like to the soul, to the heart, to source. You see, people want to be spiritual, but they don't want to put in the work. That's considered a miracle. When you put in the work, it's considered a blessing. Sambe, los aires de conocimiento siempre de los 4 puntos cardinales, cuídanos, guíanos y sopla bendición siempre. So I start tucking him. I had seen an old man walking from a distance, but I'm not really paying attention to him. I just seen him, but I'm like working on my RaCooN, on the RaCooN. Fold them, boom, boom. I'm looking at, making sure that there's no cars coming either, because I don't want to be the next one smashed. And rest in peace with him, There's messages that still have to be brought out. Life is short, but it's beautiful. So I grab him, I tuck him, and I lift him up. I start kind of like playing with him until I grab him. I have the blouse underneath, I have the RaCooN on top, and part of the blouse, is kind of like, so I'm like, I tuck the remains of the RaCooN. I grab him with me, and I take him to the grass. There's an apartment complex. There's the curb, there's green, there's sidewalk, there's green. Then there's a fence and there's apartment complex. So in between the fence and the second set of grass after the sidewalk from my POV. There's like, you could tell that they cut the grass about maybe 1 or 2 days ago. So the pajitas are like sitting there dry. This is where you're gonna rest, buddy. You're gonna rest in peace. Because you know that souls don't rest in peace when they die in violent ways, especially when their bodies are not put to rest where they belong. I grabbed them. I put them there on them pajitas. And I'm like, rest in peace, little homie. You know? I'm sorry that you had to die this way. You're a warrior, you know, you're a guardian. Please be my guardian, you know what I'm saying? Like, walk with me as a spirit. Because in the flesh, obviously, you know, obvious. This energy is so relaxing with that music and everything. You know, I go to meditate with different sorts of music. But one of mine is that tantric music, that Reiki music, that healing music. You know? Nothing, I grab him. I put him to rest. I'm talking to him, boom. And I keep on doing my thing. I'm still smoking my black. Tears shed out of my eyes because I was never able to find my cat. I know my cat died. Based off of intuition. And I want to say I'm wrong, but my intuition is on fire. Thank you, Zombie, for giving me that gift. I don't want to talk about that, but if you know, like, that's something I would have liked it done if that's what really happened to my cat, that somebody would have not just left them in the road so that car after car after wheel after wheel after wheel after wheel keep on smashing him. Why? That's a living being. It had life at some point. It still has life in the afterworld. Consciousness. You see, there's so much animal cruelty going in the world. I've seen people literally chase after an animal that's crossing just so they could smash them. Bro, are you serious? Like, take your head out of your ass, bro, and like, but mind you, most of the time we have to understand that it's not them. It's the spirits that dwell inside those empty shells. Sometimes soulless people that don't have a soul, don't have a heart. You see, there's red heart, there's black heart, and there's heartless. There's a difference between all three. Past, present, future. 3 different realms, 3 different heavens. 3 ascended numbers. There's a whole bunch of significance behind the number 3. So I come home and I've seen the blessing. Even if it was in the smallest, I've seen the blessing. When I came home, that's when I looked up. What was the spiritual meaning behind crossing with a dead raccoon. So in the spiritual way, in the spiritual meaning, in the spiritual realm, now he became a guardian of my projects. He became another guardian, protectors, ancestors, my cat with wings, wisdom. They, raccoons, they live their life on survival mode. And it's crazy though, because they're witty, they're clever, they're real clever. I'm real clever too. They unlock trash can locks with their nails. I've been talking about keys. Where's the key to unlock yourself, to unlock your freedom, to unlock the best of yourself? Inside of you. I've never doubted my faith. Ever since I found faith, I haven't let go of faith. 31:13 on the clock. Faith has taken me through so many, being in faith has taken me out of so many dark places, out of so many life and death situations, out of struggles. And sometimes when I think I'm on that breaking point, I'm still not letting go of that faith, and boom, it happens. You see, talking about journeys, you know what I found? That they can travel long ways, because remember, they're night creatures. But when they come out, they travel distances more than most animals. They're always on a journey. Their life is an adventure. My life has become an adventure since I had the spiritual awakening, since I started understanding what was my spiritual calling here on earth, since I started unlocking my inner gifts. Some people call them powers. I'm not a superhero, nor I'm a villain. Some people think that, oh, why did he get gifted with that? You don't like the life that I've been, the life that I've had, which is irrelevant to this conversation right now. But it hasn't been easy. You see me over here all glowing, all in peace. But I have scars in my body that I've been through situations in my life where like it's for me to have been dead. But the grace of my Father has kept me alive because I believe in my Father. When I talk, my Father, He listens. Through all my actions and my heart and my POV, my point of view in life, He blesses me. He doesn't reward me, or He does reward me, but a reward is more for like, hey, I'm gonna reward you. I'm gonna tap you on your back. Like a little kid. A blessing is the spiritual understanding of reward. There's always another. To a turkey, there's a peacock. To a horse, there's a zebra. To a dog, there's a wolf. To a cat, there's a leopard. There's a lion. There's a panther. Right? There's cheetahs, goblins, whatever. I'm in love with cats. I love cats. Mysticism. Their mysterious ways. Their connection with the spirit realm. You see, you don't pick animals. Animals pick you. Trust me, if a cat doesn't feel safe or they feel like there's something off in your house, bro, that cat is not gonna stay. There's so many theories too as of why. But that's irrelevant. One more time. Sometimes they say that the dead are dead, that they stay in the past, that you should forget them and like continue. But even though I live my present moment, my eternal moment, I know they walk with me. I know they're alive. So if they're alive, why should I turn my back on them? I keep them with me in my present moment because they're still alive. You might not see them. I might not see them from the physical eye. But from a spiritual meaning, they're here, bro. Nature talks. Sometimes an animal will take the bait for you. That's how much they love you. There's bad energy. There's God bless always. Some be blessed. There's death coming around the corner. Trust me, that cat is gonna take that energy for you, and he'll give his life for you. Things that humans don't do. Humans don't take away life. They won't give life. Unless there's mothers there. There's mothers that give life. And sometimes you sit and think and it's like, why did you even give life to such a beautiful thing if then you're gonna mistreat that wonderful blessing God gave you? You know how many females, how much women, or how many females out there would love to be a mother, would give anything to be a mother, and something within them is non-fertile, like. But then the ones who do have them, not all of them, because I know a lot of mothers that are the most amazing mothers to their kids, protective. But there's also a whole bunch of them that are not. So anyways, they travel long journeys, long walks, they do their thing. And even they're not that big to other animals. They look at them, they're praised to other animals. I mean, yeah, they're praised to other animals, but they are also, ellos cazan y son cazadores para otros animales. I don't know, I don't know how to put it in words in English, so I threw it out there in Spanish, of course there's the animal chain, the bigger eats, but they're not dumb, they're really smart. They know how, when, and how to use their claws, their abilities. They sense when there's danger. They sense when something is not right, when they're being preyed at, or when there's a prey around, RaCooNs, within their kind, they have a name. They're protective. They are, you see, within their mask, they hide their real eye. If you look from a distance, you can't really see the eye of a RaCooN unless you get up close, or if it's daytime, kind of like stuff like that, Well, on this journey that I'm going through, I've been asking for an affirmation, confirmations, you know, like, I know it's gonna happen because I stand in faith. But, you know, we're curious. Curiosity killed the cat, but curiosity also killed the raccoon. Raccoons are very curious. I'm super curious about life, its wonders, its beauty, its nature, spiritualism, mysticism, the unknown, the occult, the enigmas, anything that's a mystery. And they being curious, they explore. They're one of the most they're one of the animals that they like to explore a lot, right? So under my curiosity, I'm thinking like, damn, you know, is it, when is it? When is it soon? Is it, am I gonna have to wait? Well, I got the confirmation from Zombie through something else that I'm not gonna say exactly what it was because it's a little personal. But at the same time, the confirmation was sooner than I expected. It was like, not only was the confirmation like instant as soon as I opened my phone, but also the confirmation also says what you were curious about is happening sooner than you're expecting. Expect that blessing that is on the way. That blessing that is on the way. Yesterday I uploaded content, and you see, when I tap into people's energy, music talks. Music is a gateway to a spiritual realm if you know how to use it properly. Music was meant to heal, not to destroy humanity. Mira, Papa, my father, Sambe. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to go to the local gas station again because I ran out of smoke. But I wanted to deliver this message though first. I didn't want to like, you know, like leave it, keep it for later. I mean, I like to keep my aura clean. But in order to keep my aura clean, the house has to be clean. Everything has to be clean. I don't like to live in clutter. I like to breathe a fresh scent. A nice candle scent. I love to hear too. I love to hear good music like that. I love it. It takes me above and beyond. It gives me clarity to so much. And the raccoon being dead, there was a blessing behind it because that raccoon gave his life. I was the one who actually took him off the road, and I know now, I feel something else unlocked inside of me by faith. Something unlocked inside of me. Not only did it unlock inside of me, but now it's also on the spiritual path with me. So it's like I'm gaining extra abilities, extra wishes are being granted, even though I don't wish. I believe, and I believe that what I'm thinking of is being granted. It fills me with joy because even though I'm living on the 3D, my real life is on the 5D. But in order to reach that 5D state, curiosity killed me so many times. And just like a cat, 9 lives. So I see it as like I also graduated. It's like if I passed the test in the ether realms. Like if the angels were testing me. Let's see what you're talking about. Let's see if you're really standing on that gibberish that you're talking about. I didn't do it to impress anybody. Because you know why? It came from the heart, me doing it. And from the heart stems love. From a red heart stems love. From a heart that's protected and blessed by my father's zombie. After I did that, with that raccoon, that old man has stopped. He could have kept on walking and passed by next to me. Like not even notice you. But he stopped. And I'm talking about not just a senior citizen. I'm talking about old man, probably like 80, 82, 84, 85 years old, 78, somewhere around that range. Little old man, white hair, matte glowing skin, in his little carrito, you know, the like the walker but with wheels and shit. I don't know how that's called in English. Or can't remember right now because I know how it's called, but I can't remember right now. But he stopped. He has stopped to actually see what I was doing. As soon as I rest in peace, little homie, you know, and he saw what I had done, I turned around and I encountered him, you know. It's like, and he's looking at me, and with this light, with this shine glowing out his eyes, he looked at me. He did not say a word, but his eyes said more than any words that he could have spoken out his mouth. All he did was this. That filled me with so much joy. That hit different. This world needs a change. This world needs healing. It needs to unite, elevate one consciousness, one love, one heart. But in order to start making the change, you have to be the change. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna sit back and be like, oh, look at what they did. Oh, yeah. And just leave it at that? No. I want to be the person that actually made that person stand back and say, look at what he did. If he did it, that inspired me to do something, to not just stand there. Hello, operate. It's like people are caught up with themselves in a way that they don't notice the changes going in the world. When you actually take the time to reflect and think about what you're doing, life starts unfolding in a way that you start seeing blessings happening. It's like, whoa, I didn't see this one coming. it came, it didn't take me by surprise because I was standing on faith. But when it first started happening, when I first started changing that hope and turning it into faith, the more I deposited 1 cent, 2 cents into that jar of faith, the more I started seeing, whoa, changes are happening, you know what I'm saying? Like, little ones, little ones. But that one little blessing that came from my faith made me want to deposit more faith. And then the next blessing was a little bit bigger, just a tiny dash bigger. But now, I'm seeing bigger blessings unfold from the heavens above into my life, pouring like rain coming from the sky. Energy is so beautiful when you're connected with Source. I don't know, to each his own. I can say, oh, when you're connected with Jehovah, when you're connected with Sami, when you're connected with Jesus, when you're connected with God, whoever it is that you're connected with, whatever your belief system is, that's your belief. That's your belief system. It's not my business to tell you, oh, you gotta follow mine. Because I'm following him, you also have to follow him. Nah. Because I can only go to the Father through the Son. And that's where a lot of people get it twisted. Another spray of love. Once again. Zambi's real. Jehovah's real. Allah, Source, Ra. He's real, bro. And he lives within our heart. Who do you have dwelling in your heart? Do you have the Father? Or do you have the father of darkness dwelling in your heart? I have the Father of light dwelling in my heart. And I'm grateful for every little thing. And every blessing that comes in is another step, another door that has been unlocked to connect me with Source even more. And once I connect with Source and put him as #1 priority, the rest of the things are going to start coming into place. Stop thinking, how am I going to get the next dollar? Ask God, Jesus, Jehovah, Zambi, Allah, Ra, Source. However you want to call him, however you call him. And start manifesting. Because if you put him first, he'll put everything, he'll put you first. And everything else will come in just like that. As your faith keeps on unlocking those doors that lay ahead. Gracias, Sammy, porque tú eres lindo. Tú eres lo más bello que hay. Si no es por ti, nada sucede. Tú eres el primero y el último. La verdad y la vida. Y el camino. Nadie llega al Padre si no es por el Hijo. Take care. I'll see you soon, mommy. God bless you. God bless family. And Zambi bless us. And this divine holy union protection. 54 on the clock. I'm out. Deuces.